Hey guys, so I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do the clover flower. You can find the measurements on my link tree under SVGs. Right now we are doing a small one. The same thing we do for the small one, we do for any other size of flower. So I cut 12 of the bigger petals and we cut 6 of the smaller petals right here. And what I'm doing is with the first 6 large petals, I am adding glue to the slit and barely overlapping the right flap to the left flap, just barely overlapping it. We're gonna do that for the first 6 petals that we have here. After we put glue on all 6 petals, we are gonna go ahead and aligned the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and put glue only halfway, and we're gonna align it to our base just like that. And we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of them. If you're gonna do it counterclockwise, just stick to that. Do not be jumping around with your flower. Okay, so as you can see, I am just aligning it to the hexagon right here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that for all 6 right now. Make sure on your last petal you add it under the first petal. As you can see right now, I added under it, and then I'm just gonna add glue to the rest of the other half of the first petal. So after the first layer is done, it should look something like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab the next 6 petals of our larger petals. And this time, instead of barely overlapping it, we're actually going to overlap it halfway. So our little edge right here, we're gonna make sure that it aligns to half on the half of our small left flap. So we're gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of the 6 larger petals. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna flip it and only add glue halfway. This is just gonna assure us to put the last petal under the first petal. We're gonna go ahead and put it a little bit inside our flower, just a bit more. We're gonna go ahead and just add it between our first. We're gonna go ahead and add it in between our first layer. And we're gonna do that for all 6 petals. And of course, our last petal, we are gonna be putting it under our first petal. Let's go ahead and grab our last 6 petals. This one, we're gonna curl it the opposite way than the first 12 petals. So as you can see, we curled it inwards towards us. For this one, we're gonna go ahead and add the glue again, and we're gonna overlap it, and we're gonna make sure that the edge touches the edge of our petal. So the point right there, it's gonna touch all the way to the edge. We're gonna go ahead and do that to 5 petals. So we're gonna go ahead and grab 5 petals and do that to 5 petals. Okay, now that we are done with that, we're gonna go ahead and as well just add half glue. And we're gonna go ahead and just start it off, putting it between our petals of the second layer, and then kind of just spread out the rest of them to make sure that 5 of them fit. If we were to add 6, it would be too much. So I am just gonna add 5 of them. You might have to put underneath the 4th petal, and then finally the 5th petal. We're gonna also put it underneath our 1st petal. And there you have it. You have your beautiful small clover flower. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like.